Hi, my name is Amy Hill. I am the music specialist at Lincoln Heights Elementary School and for a few classes at SVA. I have been at Lincoln Heights for the entire 6 years I have been teaching, and I'm excited to have you join me today as I go through a short overview of what music will look like while we are doing distance learning. My plan for this webinar is to go over expectations, introduce our new curriculum, and then use the rest of our time for questions at the end. Shoot me an email if you have any questions. We have recently adopted a music curriculum called Quaver, which will be a huge advantage to us during this season, and we will continue to use it when the students return to buildings. If you are SVA, we will just continue doing it the way we have been. During the spring, music looked very different when we were distant learning. This time around, music is an expected part of the student's day, and we will be keeping attendance as well, just like when we were in school in person, but we're just going to be online. There will be a set time each week when students will attend music classes, and then we'll have the meetings through Teams. We encourage students to join on time, have their camera on, as well as their mics muted. Between their regular class and their specialist time, which is music, there will be about 5 minutes. So that gives them some time to go use the bathroom, get a drink, stretch a little bit. That's all important stuff. And then we will have a 40-minute music class. You will only see me once a week this time. Last year it was 2 30-minute sessions. This year it'll be 1 40-minute session. Just like in class, if you need to get my attention, please use the hand raising feature on Teams or raise your hand physically. I will do my best to address the questions throughout our regular class time. Now, let's talk about our new curriculum. It is based online, and students have access to their accounts through Clever. Every student gets their own account with Quaver, and I'm going to show you how to access it. Let's see here. Go. All right, so through Clever, this is what you should see on Clever. There will be a Mrs. Hill's music page. The only thing in it is Quaver's Marvelous World of Music. If you click on it, it'll take you to a login page. Now, our IT department is working really hard at connecting every single student with their correct Quaver information. So you shouldn't have to put in anything. That is the plan, at least. Once you log in, if there's information there, click enter. You will probably be asked a question if you have an account already. Click no, because this is your account. You don't have another one. Just click no. And that will send you to the student dashboard. This is what it looks like. Your student will have an avatar that they can dress up, change their features. But the important button is the assignments button. This is especially important for our older kids who are about 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. They'll find assignments and quizzes from me in here. The first month or so, there won't be any just because we're still learning together on how this whole school thing works with teams and everything. So you won't have to worry about this till later. But this is where you find the assignments. And you just submit it all through Quaver. You don't have to mess with Teams at all. You don't have to mess with email. It's all right here, and it immediately goes to my account. And then you'll see your grade in there as well. These other buttons are activities that you can play with. There's student interactives, there are creatives, a music room, and Quaver books. So if you want to check out to see if your account is available, go to Clever and try logging in. If you're lucky enough to have your information already there, check out some of these things. You might be surprised at what you find. I'm going to walk you through a little bit what a lesson is going to look like. So every music class is going to be live, and we are going to be meeting through Teams, just like you would with your regular classroom. And how we're going to do music is I have my lessons on my computer, and I just share my screen. So this is a kindergarten lesson, and I'm just going to walk you through. For our younger grades, they won't have to worry about logging into their accounts to do activities or anything. We'll all be doing the activities at our computers in our own space, so they won't have to do much logging in. The older kids will have some activities that they'll take a break to go do and then come back. But this kindergarten lesson has songs that we would sing together. It has movements. We are going to talk about different voices that we use. We've got a whisper voice, talking voice, shouting voice, and singing voice. One of the discussion points is, if there's a baby sleeping, what voice are you going to use? And we would talk about that. And there's a few more slides with different situations as well. Then there are games. We can play a game together where it will give us an example, and we have to decide whether it was a shout, a whisper, a singing, or a talking voice. So we can make that a game and do it as a class. We have more songs with getting up and moving, more activities, and man, more songs. So that is just a brief glimpse at what a lesson is going to look like. We don't have instruments much in this in these lessons due to the fact that well, we can't give lessons, can't give instruments out to many people. But if you are at Lincoln Heights, Miss Raymond gave everyone a backpack with a bunch of things inside of it. I think that she called them learning kits. And inside them, they should have rhythm sticks. And so I'll try to involve these as well, because that's as close to the instruments as we have. And so that's what we'll do together. Lots of singing, lots of moving. Things may change if we go back in person, but we'll have to wait to see what our guidelines are for those. Quick thing, grading, everything's going to be done in Quaver. You can just turn it all in. However, if for some reason it's not working or you feel more comfortable sending me an email with a picture of your assignment, that is totally fine as well. So let's take a look. Oh, and every afternoon, if you are with Lincoln Heights, I have an enrichment time from 1:50 to 2:30, Monday through Thursdays. And those times, they're called enrichment. They're like an optional class that you can go to. There will be a music class going on, there will be a science, and there will be a PE. Your teacher will have a schedule of what's going to be offered in each of those, because in some of those enrichment classes, the music will just be for the primaries. Other days it might be just for the intermediate kids, because trying to have 500 students in one class wouldn't work very well. So it'll be mixed up, and it's optional. You don't have to come to these. It's just an extra thing that you can do if you want to do some more music with me. However, that is also the time where teachers can do small groups. So if you're really wanting to do music, you might have to wait another time if your teacher wants to do a small group work with you. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen one last time to show my contact information. Let's go here. Here's my contact information. That is my email. I prefer email. I am checking my email all the time. You're probably going to get a quick response by sending me an email. So right now, if you want to pull out your phone and just take a picture of this, go ahead and do that. And then my phone number is down there as well. That is my work phone number. I am going to do my best to work from school. However, things happen. Sometimes I'll be teaching from home if we are still doing virtual learning. That is one of the things that's neat about being in this flexible learning environment, but I do want to try to be at school most of the time. You can contact me anytime, but I am setting aside 2:30 to 3 o'clock every weekday for contact time. So I will be fully focused on contacting anyone who needs me. And so those are the times that are probably the best to get a hold of me. So that is all that I have for you today. Please feel free to email me if you have any questions or concerns. We are still working a lot of things out, so I will always look into a question if I don't have an immediate answer, but I do want to give you an answer as best that I can. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to start this new year. It'll be an interesting one for sure. Take care.